Thank you for staying with us here on BBnaija Update. It's Leadership TV, and I am Cynthia Onwado. You know, I'm always excited, and I bring you Big Brother Naija Update. Well, guess what? This season is called No Lose Guard, and it seems some housemates are lose guarding because it seems some people are just going with the flow. It's like they wake up every day, do the same things, and they're not bringing any drama, any entertainment like they always promise on stage. But it's still week two. Let's see if some of them will actually catch up. Right now, this morning, the Indians are the new heads of house. Yes, it was an open ballot session, and of course, Big Brother asked all the pairs to vote who they wanted to actually be the head of house. And with a landslide, the Indian pair, that's Chine and her niece Nne, won with the head of house, and of course they chose double K as the house guest. So I'm just looking forward to this week. I don't know what this week will actually bring. You know, the the Indian is actually this, especially Chine, she's actually this kind of disciplined woman, and she's older than the rest of the housemates, or one of the oldest rather in the house. So it's going to be a week of discipline, and I don't know, they lost their wager last week, so I mean, the food ration will be reduced, so there will be a lot of fights and drama. I can't even wait, self, because we've already seen this Ndine pair clash with Wani and Hangi, and the auntie Chingy talking about the twins don't really have home training, talking about their dressing, the way they dress, open their body. In short, it's just I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the drama that's about to unfold. Yes, that's the exciting thing about Big Brother. Let's take it back to yesterday and the evictions. Of course, we saw the Tami pair being evicted. That's Toyosi and Dami. And of course, the last four, the bottom four rather, Radicals, Streets, Tami, and Checkers. I want to know which of these bottom four people actually surprised you. Please let me know right down in the comments. I think Checkers really shocked me because I believe the Onyeka had a lot of fans. I'm actually quite disappointed that she appeared there and she was in tears. She was so unhappy and shocked, of course. She didn't even expect that. She felt she was loved outside. Onyeka is like our resident madam, CNN and Al Jazeera. She flows with every and anybody. She's jovial. So I was quite surprised. I felt like the viewers actually loved that personality about her. But then that's a surprising thing about Big Brother. You really never know what's coming. And then their fate was, handed down to the housemates. And of course, the custodians for the week, that's the Indian, had to now pick a particular pair to save. They were asked to pick from a box. And on the right in that paper from that box, it wrote save only. And they now had to save the radicals. That's Mikey and Femi David. They are quite a favorite in the house, so that's even that was unexpected because I actually thought it was just going to be based on voting. But now that your housemates are quite involved in the voting process, so that gives it the need for you to flow more with your housemates. And this particular Tami pair, that's Dami, she has had quite run-ins with a few of the housemates over the week. She has been said to be rude and just outlandish, and all that. So I think that was a good reason for people to vote them out. They had to go one after the other into the diary room to select out of the remaining three pairs who they wanted to go home. And we saw Onyeka in tears, started crying, and people were consoling her and all of that. And the housemates basically saved Onyeka. But then that brings me to fans and the expectations and all of that. Onyeka, I thought she was actually one of the favorites in the house. So this particular bottom four they've been, really, really surprised. I don't really know if it's something that's going to make her change her game plan, because of course her strategy, she said her strategy is to copy other people's strategy. When something is happening like a drama or an argument, you see Onyeka there. It's like she's a butterfly. She's every and anywhere. She doesn't have one particular standing, and that's the exciting thing about her. So I'm happy that the housemates actually say that she was conversing with her sister, that's Chizoba, and saying, will I just go home after it took me so much to get here? We've not even won our transport money back, the flights we spent, the money we spent, the things we bought. We've not even done one single brand game, and they just want to kick us out. That would have really been so shocking for her. So I'm so excited that Onyeka was actually saved in the house. I cannot wait to see more of what she's actually going to bring. So right after the eviction process, they had to go into the arena ground for the custodian games. And of course, after everything, the streets, that's Mayor Fresh and to be fought emerged victorious as the custodians of the week. So I really don't know if these housemates know the power that the custodians have. That's the funny thing about this season. The heads of house don't even have that power of save and replace, and they don't even have the immunity. So I don't even really know the use of the head of house. Okay, you just want to enjoy the head of house lounge, the privacy, being to yourself, having your own space. That's all. The odogu of this season are the custodians. Whoever gets that custodian prize for the week, that person is like a savior. And then you begin to see a lot of friendship, people trying to get close to you. But last week we didn't really see that with the Indians. Many people didn't really, warm up to them. Maybe the housemates didn't know the power that the custodians have. But with this week now, and with what people have seen, Moyo Fresh and Toby Ford, I know a lot of people would be polishing their shoes for them, bringing food for them. There will be a lot of friendships forming. Everybody will want to, be associated with Moyo Fresh and Toby Ford because of the custodian power that they have for the safe and the place, and the fact that they're actually immune. So to me, the heads of house for this year don't even have the same amount of power the custodians have. That's the funny thing. So let's take a look now at Toby Ford also. We got to see him after the Saturday night party with Cassia professing love to her and saying, I want to marry you. I want you to have two boys for me. I'm suspecting you and Kelly Ray, but I know you have somebody outside. But if I find out that it's Kelly Ray, was threatening her. If I found out that it's Kelly Ray, I'm not going to talk to both of you anymore. So this was a forbidden ship. I like them. It's like a forbidden fruit, but the drama and all of that. So you can't really blame Kelly Ray and Cassia for wanting to hide their marriage, because it gives the drama this kind of do your own thing. Kelly Ray is on one side doing his own thing, Cassia is on another side doing her own thing. If they were like showing to the housemates that we were a married couple, that would really been boring, kind of. But that's my own thoughts anyway. That's my own thoughts. You're allowed to have your own thoughts. So I don't really blame them for hiding the fact that they are married. It's bringing so much more drama, even the suspense, the mystery. The housemates keep on guessing. I mean, on the round table, the Mbadiwe twins and some of the other housemates were questioning Kelly, who is Cassia to you, blah, blah, blah. And they're just trying to get information from the guy. And the guy is like, we are friends. We are friends. We're just friends. We are besties. That's all we are. And it's like the housemates are trying to draw information from them. What is it? Leave them alone now. If they say they are friends, they are friends. Let them play their game the way they want. Why this particular interest in wanting to know what exactly they are? That's just the funny thing. I think Kelly Ray and Cassia have the right to play their game the way they want. I don't think the housemates need that information. All of any importance. They're there for a particular game and to win 100 minutes. So whichever way you think best suits you. I think that's the way you should play your game. So let's move on now to Nelly. Nelly is, one of the baddies that we have in the house. She has just been flowing, going with the flow, and she has this magnetic, she has this magnetic beauty, or what would I call it? It's like she just sits back in her feminine energy and she just attracts the guys to her. She doesn't have to do too much. She doesn't have to put too much energy into what she's doing. That's just what I love about her. So we have seen Nelly rather, with 3 different guys in the house. We've seen her with Sofa, we've seen her with Sue, we've seen her with Moyo Fresh. So it's like, Nelly, which one is which? So I call them Nelly and her 3 wise men. It's like she just rotates them in a peaceful manner. There's no clash, there's no fight. This morning it can be Sofa Stone, in the afternoon it can be for Suge, and before you know it, you see her with Moyo Fresh. So the other day she was apologizing to Moyo Fresh for being on Suge's bed. She and Suge were talking, gisting about their childhood, NYC and the rest. And then Moyo Fresh saw them, and I think he started having an attitude. And then she walked up to him and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Anita was on my bed, so I had to just go and stay with Suge." And she does it so effortlessly. She's playing a dangerous game. How is the thing? I hope it doesn't blow up in her face, because we've seen that it seems that she actually is running up to Suge. Out of all of these guys, she's running up to Suge. But this week that your Fresh is a custodian, let's see whether she'll go and work under her ship. So she has like 3 running ships in the house. But Such is another person that I don't quite understand. He has shown some sort of likeness to Victoria, and even while he was conversing with Sean at a point, we talked about the fact that Victoria was really laid back, she was beautiful. We were talking about her new hairstyle, like, okay, her hairstyle made me to think about pursuing her again, blah blah blah. And Sean was in a way encouraging him, like, okay, Victoria is so laid back, she doesn't know that she can actually use her beauty to her advantage, and kind of encouraging Such to go for it. So, Oga Such, where do you stand? Is it with Nelly or is it with Victoria? You better make a choice. Oh, time is of the essence. And we know that Big Brother Naija fans, they don't use eye to see ship. Anything ship, they are in for it. They like to pair people, they like to ship people. You just stay in your Delulu land. That's something about Big Brother fans I love. We can all be Delulu together. That's the excitement of the show. Alright, still talking about Sean now and his gameplay. Sean does a lot of analyzing. It's like Sean is like a male Onyeka. Yes, he's like Onyeka, the male version. He's in everybody's gist. He knows what's going on with everybody. He has these deep conversations with people. He knows how to ask the right questions. Even when he was asking Nelly which of the guys she likes, and Nelly was like, Tofa came to her, Such came to her, but Tofa was on a more playful vibe, but Such is the person she would actually choose if Such is serious with her. So Sean just has that ability to draw the words, out of you. He's like a game player. I see him going far in the game. So let's just analyze the game for a bit, right? We've seen his awkward relationship with his partner Victoria. I don't really know what's going on there at all. He didn't date outside. Victoria is slow. She's not up to she's not giving him the energy he wants, because we see that they really don't know much about each other. We don't really know if that's a strategy or if something happened outside that we don't really know. But Sean is a very smart person. He knows what's going on with almost everybody in the house. He can just sit and observe, and he can clock you, or even walk up to you and ask you directly. Just direct the question to you and get an answer. That's who Sean is. He's like a butterfly, and he's playing his game the right way. But let's look at Victoria. I don't really know what's up with her. It's like Victoria came in with these balls. There are a lot of expectations about her, but I think she's not living up to those expectations. But I might be wrong, because she's somebody that is quite a favorite, and her fans are standing with her. They plaster for her back. Yes, Victoria has a lot of fans. A lot of people that love her. I won't say a lot, but she has her own collection of fans. There's a cross section of people that are calling her boring. But there are other set of people that have called her a queen. This is how she is. She cannot force anything, blah blah blah. But I think Victoria has not warmed up to the game yet, because she seems really quiet and dull sometimes. I don't really see her in a lot of conversations with people. Even when I see her sitting with people, it's like silent. Yes, it's just quiet. But that could actually be her nature. We cannot expect so much from her. But if you love Victoria, you love her for who she is, and you wouldn't expect so much from her. But then, that's why she was put in the house. That's why we have the Big Brother game, to bring about drama and excitement. We don't put on our TVs to watch people sleeping. Why did you now come to the Big Brother house if you just want to sit and sleep? So I think Victoria, there's a lot more that we are yet to see from her, and I cannot wait to see what she has to offer. So please, Victoria, enough of the silence and just being there. We want to see drama. We want to see something to talk about. That's what Big Brother is all about. So let's finalize our show today with a bit of Zion and Chinwe. Yes. Yeah. Before their wager presentation, Zion and Chinwe got into a bit of a scuffle. Yeah. Zion came and told Chinwe that the Mbadiwe twins told him that she is so uptight. She's almost like she has put him in like a prison, and she doesn't allow him to socialize with other girls, and she also doesn't socialize with other guys. And she didn't take it the right way. I think I see what Zion is saying from two ways, right? The first way I see is we are here for the game, and we need these housemates. We need our fellow housemates no matter what. Our fate is not just in the hands of the people outside. Even these people inside can see our fate. I mean, we have this custodian of the team. Big Brother just introduced this season. We didn't used to have that before. So those custodians are your housemates, and they have the power to send you out or to keep you in here. So it's better you start warming up to other people. Let's not just lay on the bed and cuddle and all of that. That's one way I see it. And then on the other way, this Mbadiwe twins, these two guys, I don't know whether they've decided that they want to be the villains of this season, like what Pere used to do then, knocking people's heads together. That's, for lack of a better word, they are, they have this villain kind of nature. They ask difficult questions. They want to put you in a difficult space. You get that kind of thing. They want to present themselves as these matured people. When people are playing in this house, they're not doing the right thing. Like during the pool party, and they had to collect the cup from one of the twins, that's the one year, and say, you are loose guarding, you are drinking too much. That kind of thing now. So these are, by the way, twins. I don't really know what their game plan is about, but I'm seeing them as like villains. So imagine going to somebody you know is in a relationship and telling the person, okay, don't be with your girl so much, socialize with other girls. So how do you actually think that girl in the relationship is going to respond? So that's how I see it from two sides. I'm being as open-minded as possible while watching Big Brother game. Nothing is set in stone yet. But that is the thing about living in a house with like 28 people. You're going to see all sorts of characters, all sorts of behaviors, bad advice, people trying to manipulate, play mind games. But coming into the house as couples is another difficult thing. So then I've seen them, Zion and Zinwe, actually get into couples, and that begins to question, the level of this relationship, the amount of trust and understanding that they have. So I think this Big Brother house is going to test them. If they are still together after this house, I don't know what else is going to take them apart, because being in this house as a couple is actually quite difficult. Like the mental stress and everything. And it's beginning to look like Zion wants to socialize with other girls, and Chinwe is not taking it the right way, and she was shedding tears and crying and saying, okay, you want me to change who I am because of your wounds, because of what your friends told you to do, and you are believing them, instead of you to, when they immediately they said what they said, you should have shut it down immediately and supported me. But you actually agreed, and then you walked up to me to tell me the exact same thing they told you. So Chinwe felt in a way Zion betrayed her, or didn't stand up for her in front of those guys like he was supposed to. So I think I'm seeing it from two sides. Like I said, I don't want to put my mind in one particular place. That's the funny thing about the Big Brother game. But we're also seeing some cliques forming here and there. I'm seeing something with Hania and Wandi and Chinwe. Yeah, I'm seeing something forming there. I'm seeing a clique with Onyeka, Topa, and Suj. There's this guy G thing going on there. And then in Mbadiwe twins and Sean and I think Topa and Suj also. There's just a kind of clique forming there also. But with time, we see all of this emerge. I don't think you can survive in Big Brother house without having your own people. Okay, you can play the game solo, but it's of importance to have your own people, like a clique, people that will be there for you. Because it's almost like if you want to play the game alone, you find yourself in a desert. You don't have anybody to be there for you. You don't have anybody supporting you. You don't have anybody speaking for you. It's a game. So I think it's of importance for people to actually have a clique. And Big Brother is changing the strategy every single time. This season, he's even allowing for a bit of conspiracy. Yeah, while he asked the housemates to pick out of the three pairs, that's Tami, Cries, and Checkers, which of them were going to go home. And he asked them, he actually permitted them to conspire. That was like, Big Brother normally doesn't allow conspiracy. So this year, he's now allowing conspiracy. So it's very, very important to actually have that union, have that friendship with your fellow housemates, because you never really know when you are going to be them. That's the exciting thing about Big Brother. And I'm happy to be bringing you all of those juicy gist. So stay tuned here with us on Leadership TV, because we'll be bringing you daily updates as it emerges. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until Cynthia Onado, stay tuned to Leadership TV. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.